If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like, I know there's more for me, I know that even if you have that guilty sensation where like, I have this great life, but I want more, that's okay. I worked for 25 years in the hospitality industry, and I completely wore myself out being a mum, being a working mum. And I just worked and worked and worked and worked. And I climbed the corporate ladder and I just kept going and pushing myself. But I always knew I wanted more, but I didn't know what more was. And so if I look back now, I was completely stuck. So many years, I poured everything I had into my kids. I have 4 boys. So into my boys, I poured everything I had. And it wasn't with it was with pride and it was with love. And it was, it wasn't something I did because I had to. I did it because I wanted to. But I totally lost my identity. I lost who I was. I forgot who I was.
Yeah.
And I just became mum, which mum is wonderful. And I don't want to bash, I love being a mum and I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. But I lost who I was. That's what a lot of mums do, is we sort of lose who we are. And somewhere inside, definitely it happened with me, this resentment started coming through. And it wasn't towards my children necessarily. Sometimes it was towards my husband. And it was just, there was this resentment that came out of resentment to me internally as well, sort of hating, not myself, but just hating my situation, put it that way, that I didn't know what it was that I wanted to do. And I saw these other women doing incredible things. Why can't I do that? So there's this sort of negative side that built as well. And it becomes such an autopilot response that hi, how are you? I'm fine, how are you? And then you walk away going, so not fine, or and it became more and more, eye-opening for me, because I would just realize internally, I can't answer that question. It was the same thing. I'm scared to answer honestly how I am, because I've been carrying around this depression that I didn't even really know was there. I had pushed it down so far by just being busy, I'm a busy mom, I'm overwhelmed, I'm working. And so all this stuff was going and constantly going, that it wasn't until COVID, until furlough, that when I actually started seeing a therapist, and she was like, no, but how are you? And that's when floods of tears came, and I was like, I'm not okay. And it took a long time, and it's still, I'm still going through it now, learning to say, I'm not okay. I think it's easier if you have an inkling of what it is that you want to do, because then you're going to direct into those areas. But if you just feel stuck and you have that constant nagging sensation of there is more, then I would recommend getting in touch with a coach. Find a coach, someone that you connect with, and just start having fun exploring, and give that gift to yourself, because you are worth it. You're worth it. You are absolutely worth it. And if you have that sensation that you want more, then there is more for you in this world. And I guarantee that if you start, exploring that and start asking yourself, how am I? Ask yourself that question. How am I? No, really, how am I? And then, start talking about it with people. You'll get your answers and it will work. Fear plays such a role in holding us back. And that's actually not to be all salesy, but the next children's book I'm publishing is called Take That Fear. And it's all about how learning to make fear your friend, because fear is never going anywhere. Fear is always going to be there. But it's how you learn, in the children's book I've written, it's about finding, looking in your heart and finding courage and making courage and fear friends. So it's you can have all the fear, and the fear is never, ever, ever going to go away. But you can learn to say, I hear you, and now I'm going to listen to courage. And so it's all about finding that courage within you to really, to speak out and to figure out what it is that you want to do. And like you said, it's going to get easier and easier and easier every time you do it.
it's never too late.
No, it's not. And that's, I'm like, I'm 48 and I'm like, okay, now my life's just beginning. I'm doing what I wanted to do when I grow up. Well, I'm growing up now.
Yeah.
So